Must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long, a beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero and everything I'd like to be? I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Well, it might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it, and I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero and everything I wish I could be? Oh, and I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything that I wish I could be. No, and I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you are the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly away. You let me fly so high. Oh, you are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly high against the sky, so high I almost touch the sky. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings. There's a hero. Well, if you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know would melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. It's a long road, and you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. Lord, dreams are hard to follow. Don't let anyone tear them away. Hold on, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find the way. Comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. That a hero lies in you. Thank you. Ruth Darling on the piano.
Hey, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Great. What an awesome performance by David Allen Cox and Ruth Darling. Let's give it up for them really this time, okay? My name is Avis Wukash, and I am your mistress of ceremonies today. Some of you may know me better as the chairman of the Texas Real Estate Commission because I took your license away from you. Oh no, you wouldn't be here if I'd done that, right? I'm sorry. I want to welcome you all to this event, our awards and installation event for the Collin County Association of Realtors, and I want to thank the people who invited me to MC. It is my honor to do this for you today. And I wanted to tell you that Jonna made sure that all of us knew at the bottom of every page where it says turn page that we're supposed to do that. So you see me paying attention, that's because I was admonished appropriately. So let's get things kicked off by introducing your 2013 officers and their guests. And I would like you each to stand as I call your name. And all of you guys out there, just hold on until they're all up, and then we'll applaud. Can we do that? Can we agree to that? Okay, good. Mary Leidy, the Chief Executive Officer of the Collin County Association of Realtors. Okay, good. Y'all are good. Steve Hay, the Chief Operating Officer. Stay up, Mary, stand up. See, it was Mary that couldn't follow directions. What's up with that? Leslie Ruda Smith, immediate past president. Where's Leslie? And the guy she hangs out with, her husband Brian. No, Leslie. Secretary Treasurer Matt Hilton. Matt's colleague Tyler Richardson. No? Yes? Invisible, okay. Marvin Jolly, president-elect. Marvin's wife Jamie. President Meredith Held. And her husband Gene. Let's give them all a round of applause. Okay, now you guys can sit down, and Matt, we want you to come forward and give the invocation, okay?
Please rise for our invocation. Shall we pray? Dear Father in heaven, we thank you for this time that we can come together and share fellowship and a meal with one another. We thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. We ask you to please be with those in the association who will be making decisions and leading our members throughout this coming year. We ask you to continually be with our incoming executive committee, board of directors, committees, and staff. Let us never forget that the decisions made affect those that make the decisions and the other 4,000 members that this association represents. It will truly take all of us working together and trusting in you to achieve greatness. We also ask you to please bless the hands that prepared the food we are about to eat, and also bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies, and thus us to your service. In the name of Jesus, we ask this prayer, thanksgiving, and protection. Amen. Please have a seat as Mal Smith takes a brief moment to highlight the history and significance of our American flag.
Thank you, Matt. 71 years ago today, our country was attacked at Pearl Harbor, launching the United States into World War II. Thousands of American men, women, and children were lost that day defending our great country. Before that date, and since that date, many more thousands of our armed forces and civilians have given their lives to protect the freedoms that we enjoy. The American flag has been the symbol of that freedom and democracy throughout our history. From George Washington crossing the Delaware to Fort McHenry, where Francis Scott Key was so inspired by our flag, he wrote our national anthem. And to see the many flags as Abraham Lincoln gave his famous Gettysburg Address. And who can forget the image at Iwo Jima where the brave Marines were holding the American flag. And more recently, the first responders hoisting a huge American flag at the World Trade Center on 9/11. Our flag represents our patriotic national heritage, our pride, our freedoms, our hopes, and the promise for all of us and many throughout the world who seek a better way of life. So please now stand with me with your hand over your hearts, and with pride join me as we say the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag, pledge allegiance to the one and indivisible. And now David Allen Cox will do the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. No, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, David. That was amazing. He is something else. I understand this is a working lunch, so y'all get to work at eating. I am Mary Leidy. I'm the CEO for the Collin County Association of Realtors, and I have the privilege of introducing some special guests today. And we're going to do the clapping, I call it Leidy style. So I will say the name, and y'all give it just one clap, like that. So should we practice? Mary Leidy. You got it. Okay, there is no dancing to it, so it's okay. It's just Leidy style, not that other guy. So our respected public officials, we have Collin County Judge Keith Self, Collin County Commissioner, Commissioner Matt Shaheen. From the National Association of Realtors, Leslie Ruda Smith is the 2013, I didn't get the title. She is our 2013 Vice President and Liaison to Committees and the nominee for 2014 TAR Secretary Treasurer. From the Texas Association of Realtors, the TAR Field Representative for North Texas is Blake Calvert. Our TAR Region 4 Vice Presidents, Olin J. and Larry Milson. Our TAR Tree Pack Trustees, Bob Baker and David Allen Cox. Where are you? From the Arlington Board of Realtors, President and CEO, Larry Johnson. 2013 Chairman, Rod McDonald. 2012 Chairman, Mike Hale. From the Greater Denton-Wise County Association of Realtors, 2012 Chairman of Tree Pack Trustees and TAR-NAR Director, Kaki Libert. From the Ellis Hill Association of Realtors, 2013 Chairman of the Board, Chris Oliver. From the Greater Fort Worth Association of Realtors, CEO, Sherry Matina. 2013 President, Clay Brantz. 2012 President, Johnny Bennett. From the Greater Louisville Association of Realtors, Brian Hutchinson, 2013 President, and the 2012 President, Jerry Boland Buckner. From the Greater Metro West Association of Realtors, CEO, Carolyn Wall, 2013 President, Jim Duncan. From the Greater Texoma Association of Realtors, Association Executive, Ron Schildknecht, 2013 President, Darla Thompson, and past President, Janelle McGrath. From the MetroTex Association of Realtors, CEO, Rich Thomas. 2012 President, Pat Mays, and Director, Steve Hapgood. And representing the Women's Council of Realtors on the state and local levels, the 2013 Texas State President, Sylvia Seabolt. Collin County Chapter 2013 President, Tanya Endicott. And 2012 President of the Dallas Metro East Chapter, Rodney Rowan. And representing the Council of Residential Specialists at the state level, Jeanette Edwards. She's the 2012 Chapter President. The 2012 Texas Lone Star CRS Chapter Secretary, Mal Smith. And the 2013 Texas Lone Star Dallas District Vice President, Cindy Peters. Other special guests, we have the Plano Chamber of Commerce President and CEO, and the other half of Marvin is Jamie Jolly. And the Executive Director of the Samaritan Inn is Lynn Scipiora. Now I'd like to ask all of the alumni members of the Texas Realtors Leadership Program to please stand and be recognized. Yay. Okay, we do two on that one. And now, not guests, but some of the people that have worked very hard for you today, the CCAR staff, please stand. Yay! And last but not least, will all the members of the Collin County Association of Realtors please stand and be recognized, because without you, we would not be here today. Now I'd like to ask the chair of the Installation Task Force, Ms. Charlie Clark, to come forward and announce our wonderful advertisers for this event.
Did you turn the page?
I did turn the page.
Thank you, Mary. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. And we're very fortunate to have many advertisers who stepped up to the plate to support the 2013 Collin County Association of Realtors Officers and Directors. Many to advertise not only for this event, but throughout the year as well. The village advertiser for today's event is Toll Brothers. Would the representatives from Toll Brothers please come up on the stage with me? Supposed to have it. Sorry, a little delay. We'll be with you in a minute.
Thank you.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you with Toll Brothers for your generous contribution to this event. Please accept this token of appreciation on behalf of the Collin County Association of Realtors and our Installation Task Force. And thank you so much for your sponsorship. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, as I call the name of the advertisers, please stand and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause till the end. We're going to see how well you follow directions. Thanks. Our village mayor, Highland, Horizon, and Huntington Homes. Our village council advertisers, Chicago Title, Ebby Halliday Realtors, Keller Williams, Collin County, Old Republic Title, Stewart Title, and Virginia Cook Realtors and Shelter Mortgage. Our village advertisers are Allegiance Title, Champion School of Real Estate, Hexter Fair First American Title, Landon Homes, Nations Residential Service, North American Title, One Mortgage Inc., Mary Nelson, and SWBC Mortgage. And last but not least, thanks to our village companies and village residents advertisers who are listed in the program. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Thank you. I'd like to also thank all the individuals and companies that are listed in your program for providing goods and services for our raffles today, which will benefit the Samaritan Inn, the largest homeless program in Collin County. The Samaritan Inn's comprehensive homeless program helps willing people regain their dignity and their independence. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank the Installation Task Force, and I'd like to ask you to please stand and be recognized. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and recognize them now. We have done a wonderful job pulling this together. I have the honor of being called the chairperson of the event, but we really don't have a chairperson. It's just a team effort on all of our parts. You've done a wonderful job. Not many people know how much work is involved in an endeavor such as this. They've donated countless hours, making this a fabulous event. A special thanks goes out to CCAR staff members, Jonna Fernandez and Krista Hornyak. Please stand. Jonna, Chris. We could never have done it without them. Thank you so much, and thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Charlie. You've done an awesome job with your team. Now, you may have noticed when you walked in this raffle drawing going on over here. Did you notice that? How many of you bought raffle tickets? That's not enough hands. Just going to say that. The raffle tickets and the centerpieces go to support the Samaritan Inn. And I don't know how many of you have spent time already doing Christmas shopping, putting up lights, agonizing over what you're going to get the perfect gift for the perfect person, when in fact I think the season calls you to buy raffle tickets for the Samaritan Inn and let go of all of this Christmas gift craziness. And that's not in the podium manual, by the way. So 100% of what we raise goes to the Samaritan Inn. And I also, the centerpieces that the members made that are very nice, don't steal those when you leave. Those are actually auction items, and we expect you to bid on those, and whoever gets the highest bid obviously gets to take that centerpiece home. So bid often, bid early, bid a lot. Right, Lynn? Get it done. There's a silent auction bid sheet on each table. Please use that. And then when the event is, when we're at the end of time today, we will announce who the winners are. So now we're going to ask Lynn Sibiora to come up and tell us a little bit about Samaritan Inn. So Lynn, join us.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. That's from me and from the 161 people that are living at the Samaritan Inn in McKinney today. The youngest resident right now today is 7-week-old baby Hope. She and her mother lived in a car for 6 weeks until they got into the Samaritan Inn. The oldest resident is 67-year-old Harry, who was laid off from his job, looked and looked and looked for another job, couldn't find one, lost his home, and came into the Samaritan Inn last month. Harry and Hope and the 159 others will all wake up at the Samaritan Inn on Christmas Day and celebrate Christmas at a homeless shelter. Sounds kind of sad, sounds a little bit depressing, but they're not depressed because they are very hopeful that in 2013 they'll have a home of their own. And if they follow our program and work our program, they will. We teach independence every single day, life skill classes, you can get your GED, there's counseling, case management. All of those things are available to all of the residents, and 72% of the people who stay with us leave with their own home and a full-time job. So don't be depressed about the residents that are at the Samaritan Inn on Christmas. Remember, they're looking forward to a better future. And that better future is going to be possible because of groups like yours that are so supportive of us. I am thrilled about today's raffle on a couple of levels. Thrilled, of course, because all of the funds raised will take care of our program. But I'm also thrilled because typically when I go anywhere, what I leave with is toilet paper. Yes, that's true. And it's probably my own fault because everywhere I go, I say, what we need at the Samaritan Inn is what you use in your own home times 160 people. And of course, toilet paper is at the very top of that list. I get toilet paper everywhere. I live in McKinney. Charlie Clark sold me my house, how long ago? 12 years ago. The Samaritan Inn is in McKinney, and so I guess I'm entwined with that forever. A couple of weeks ago, I was at a black tie event that had nothing to do with the Samaritan Inn with my husband on the dance floor when a man walked up to me and said, "Hey, I heard you were going to be here. I've got toilet paper." And I kicked around this 24-roll package all night long. But I was grateful, and I'm grateful to all of you. All of the support that you give to our program enables people like Baby Hope and senior citizen Harry to get back into the world and to have a bright future. And those gifts that you've made today to us will do just that. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it.
Lynn, thank you so much for sharing that information with everybody. It's an amazing organization, and no one is going to be insulted if you decide to get up and walk over there and buy some more tickets anytime that you feel compelled to do that. There's 1 ticket for $5, 3 tickets for $10, or 10 tickets for $20. And amazingly enough, there's no one up here trying to get you to give a tree pack donation right now, so do this instead today, right? It is indeed an honor at this time to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Virginia Cook, Chief Executive Officer of Virginia Cook Realtors, who's been named one of the 25 most influential thought leaders in national real estate. She was the first woman president of the Metro Texas Association of Realtors and the first woman president of the Texas Association of Realtors. Both of those organizations named her Realtor of the Year. Prior to founding Virginia Cook Realtors, she served a 28-year tenure as president of one of the nation's largest independently owned real estate firms. She served on the board of the National Association of Realtors for 19 years and as chairman of many important committees, including strategic planning. In 2003, she became the 63rd Realtor in the 104-year history of the National Association of Realtors to receive the Distinguished Service Award. She's a frequent guest speaker at local, state, and national events and has mentored many of today's top producers. Throughout her career, Virginia has consistently supported a broad range of organizations and charities with her time, her energy, and her resources. And besides all that, she has a pretty darn good sense of humor. I don't know if you know that, but I hope we'll see it today. So please join me in welcoming Virginia Cook to the stage.
Thank you, Avis. You are one rock star. Let's give Avis a round of applause because she puts her heart and soul in everything she does. Now, I kind of hopped up here today, and you may think that with some of these good-looking guys at Collin County gave me a little pinch here and there. I have a little pinched nerve, so, you know, if any of you have been through that and you want to get in the corner and we start rubbing each other's legs, that would be very much welcome. It is really an honor to visit with you today as you enjoy your lunch about leadership. Meredith, our incoming president, who will be installed in just a few minutes as our president, has asked me to talk about her theme, which it takes a village. How many of you remember in the last part of the century, Hillary Clinton really adopted the theme, it takes a village. And she was talking about, and I want to read exactly what she said. She says, the phrase, it takes a village, was made famous by her, And it takes a village to raise a child. She was talking about the needs of children, which she was eminently interested in. Today I'm going to bring and thread the theme around leadership, and certainly leadership in our association. How many of you think you're the greatest leader in the world? Well, you're egotistical maniacs, aren't you? I mean, you know, they're kind of one and the same, because at the end of the day, good leaders know the way to get things done. In the association, there are probably 6 or 7 different categories, and I'm going to start with the members. The members of any association make the big difference. It is each of us pulling together as teamwork and really making time for the events that the association has. I'm really impressed with how many turned out today, because, you know, it's beautiful outside. There are a lot of things that we can be doing, holiday shopping, etc. But we felt that it was important enough to bring our presence to this event to honor those who have worked diligently in serving our needs. The second component that I'm going to talk about, when you talk about melding leaders together, and Mary said it better than I will say it, but I'm going to take a shot at it, is the tremendous leadership that the staff shows on a day-to-day basis. Now, they have to take a lot of you-know-what from all of us. You know, so that things don't happen in the right sequence that they should, the phone calls aren't returned, someone doesn't show up for their committee meeting on time, and believe me, they're as, you know, as we are. I mean, they get pushed and pulled from here to there. But still, they know that they're there to serve the members. And I think we have probably one of the finest staffs in organized real estate and association work at the Collin County, and I know you're not going to disagree with that. Another group are the committees. If you serve as a committee chair this year, it is your duty as a leader to get there early, not on time, but early. It is your duty to have the agenda fleshed out and get with the staff person that can help you do that, or someone on the committee that you know will help you really do the work of the committee. At the end of the year, you want to have, you will set goals at the beginning of the year. And at the end of the year, you want to be able to say to everybody who worked all year long, this is what we achieved. It doesn't have to be 10 things, it can be 1 or 2. Sheila Rice, my business partner, taught me a long time ago, you know, let's just work on 2 or 3 things. And I'm kind of one of these kind of girls that I get pretty multifaceted pretty quick, and I can do this, that, and the other, and probably at the end of the day do not bring the resolution of success that needs to be if I just focused on the 1 or 2 things. So when you're planning, when you're a leader of the committee, think about what you will do and how the success will look on paper at the end of the year, more importantly, how it will benefit the members. We're hungry for the association to do things that will make our job easier. Another group is TAR. There are great leaders at the Texas Association of Realtors, and hopefully you'll want to be one. As long as I have been involved at state and national and even locally, I can honestly say there are always a handful of people. You know, that group is broadening, but there's always a handful of people that you can lean on. And I encourage all of you who serve in a leadership role to train, you know, the next generation. You know, you have vice chairmen in committee, and naturally they usually move up if that's the way the plan works. But you need to take that responsibility and make sure that they're ready to take the job over. And I know at TAR, and when we were introducing the guests today, I realized, you know, we have a few from TAR here and a few involved, but it probably is too few. So if you want to broaden your knowledge in the real estate industry, involvement is the way to do it. NAR, it's the same song, second verse. I was at a meeting the other day, and I guess, well, prior to the convention recently in Orlando, the DSAs had a issue come up, and it came up before the Board of Realtors. Before the Board of Directors. And it was interesting because someone out of 1 million people had decided that this group of people needed to be managed more by the officers than by their own committee. And if you don't think you can make a difference, let me tell you the rest of the story. it was proposed that the president of NAR would select the committee for the DSAs. And the DSAs were not thrilled with this. We have been selecting our own committee and our own chairman since we've been in business for a long time. And so they decided that they would request a meeting with the president. And as luck would have it, after meeting for an hour or two, the president realized, and all the officers realized, that the DSAs were right. Now that is the example of true leadership. When you serve, whether it's for a committee or at the board, it doesn't matter where you serve, or even in your own company, to build a consensus, to listen to the other side of the story or the other side of the coin is very, very important. I can tell you when I started my real estate business how many times I made a super error. An agent would run in and would say, you know, that was my client. And I said, you know, tell me the story, and I'd say yes. But then someone said, well, you didn't hear my side of the story. So building a consensus and having 2 ears and 1 mouth is a good premise to operate under. And last but not least are the board of directors. The president and the officers serve at the bequest and at the bequest of the members. And a group is put together as the board of directors. And it's at that meeting that if you are a director, you need to weigh in, put your 2 cents on the line, because so many times at board meetings that I've been to, there'll be 1 or 2 that'll be the vocal majority. They can sway the whole crowd. Give yourself the credit that you deserve. You are a leader. You are a great leader. And when you hop out of bed in the morning, you know, tell yourself, you know, get yourself geared up with the energy that says, I can do this job, and I will do this job, and I'll pay the price of time to get it done. In closing, I want to give you 8 traits that I see leaders, and you can check these off, that I see most leaders have. First and foremost, they have a passion for what they do. Secondly, they don't gossip. As long as I've been in business, the G word has always looming out there. It's always fun to know something about somebody that isn't positive. And you know, you only have one image, and if you screw that image up, it sticks with you forever. People have a long memory. And how many times have you even been working a transaction and you say, well, 10 years ago, we got mad at each other, and so I'm not going to do anything. You want to do everything that you possibly can to improve your value system as it relates to being a good leader. I find in companies, in real estate companies, that they're overmanaged. There are lots of managers. They know how to manage paperwork. They know how to get things done. They know how to make reports. But the other thing I find, there are not as many leaders. You know, companies are overmanaged and underled. A leader says, this is what we're going to do that will get us to the bank, and then they behave accordingly. A leader brings a positive energy and doesn't bring all the la-di-das that no one really gives a fig about at all. Another trait is they motivate. They're very encouraging. You know, when I walked in today, and first person I saw was Mike Brody. He said, what are you doing here? Now, is that encouraging? You know, I'm teasing. I haven't even seen Mike Brody since I came in here. I don't know. I brought that kid into the business 100 years ago. Yeah. And every once in a while, he'll make that announcement that I was there at the time. And I tell you what, he was a great leader a long time ago, and he's even a greater one today. He came to me when I was president of Henry S. Miller. He and Dillingham, I mean, they were like the Goldust twins. And they wrote a paper that would choke a mule. It was about 11 pages long of why I should step aside and they should take over. Some things never change, you know. Really fun. And last but not least, be a good communicator. Listen, you know, ask questions. You'll learn a lot more about what decision needs to be made if you ask the right questions. And so maybe Hillary Clinton had something when she talked about bringing a village together and unifying a group of people that could do more and bring results. And I think that we can be more than confident. The leaders that have served this year under Leslie Ruta Smith, And the team that will serve next year with Meredith will be just that. They will amass the team together. And at the end of the year, we would have benefited much more greatly by joining together in things that they know are the right decisions for the members, and we will be a better association as a result. Thank you very, very much, and take it to the limit.
Thank you, Virginia. That was motivating, inspiring. You can tell she has passion, and she was also funny. Think about Mike Brody. So now is the part of the program where we are going to award a few select individuals for their important contributions to the Realtor Association. And at this time, I would ask Tristan Sherrill, Collin County's 2011 Affiliate of the Year, to come forward and present the 2012 Collin County Association of the Year Award. Tristan?
Wow, how unfortunate for me to have to follow Virginia. As long as you guys don't expect me to be as entertaining, we'll get through this okay. I can tell you it is an overwhelming honor to be awarded the Affiliate of the Year. The award goes out to affiliates whose volunteerism to the association has surpassed expectations. I'd like to ask that any of our past affiliates of the year please stand to be recognized. As we move on to our 2012 Affiliate of the Year, if the minds are right, this could be our last one. It is my great honor to introduce our 2012 CCAR Affiliate of the Year. When they asked me to do this, I decided I needed to get a little information about this person, so I contacted local law enforcement and found out you can't get a copy of people's rap sheets, not even for a CCAR event. So, with that, without law enforcement's assistance, I was able to come up with some information. Our Affiliate of the Year grew up in Dallas, spent a lot of time on the lake. They love to water ski, cook, big fan of camping. They're a huge sports fan. You're likely to find this person on a golf course here and there. This person met their spouse while in high school. She was 15 and he was 17. Our winner went to college on a basketball scholarship. And in 1973, our Affiliate of the Year married their high school sweetheart, and in that same year, they received their real estate license. As a realtor, this person received the Rookie of the Year award, and after what I can only imagine was 5 years of real estate dominance, they decided to move into the lending business. And it must have stuck because they've been doing it now for 34 years. This person has 2 boys, whom you will often hear them mention with great pride. They have 2 grandchildren, a boy and a girl, and another granddaughter on the way. Our recipient is a very giving person. For the last 7 years, they've volunteered their time to the Lovejoy High School boys and girls basketball games. Our award winner has been a huge supporter of CCAR over the past years, being a former TREPAC chair. They're the chair of the Allen Business Development Meetings, member of our Government Affairs Committee since 2007, and of course the architect of the CCAR golf tournament for the last 3 years, which has raised over $20,000 for TREPAC. But for those who know this person best, they know that their favorite thing to do is spend time with their family. It gives me great pride to welcome a friend and a colleague to the stage, a person who is more than deserving of this prestigious award. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Dan Hunt as our 2012 CCAR Affiliate of the Year. And Dan, could you please come to the stage, and would Dan's family come up to the stage with him?
Oh, no, please remain standing. No, this explains a lot. Donna came home 3 days ago and bought me a new sports coat, and I went, what's that for? So I thank you very much. With all the affiliates out here and all the good affiliates that participate within our association, I thought the chances of me winning this award to be about the same chance as you guys have seeing Bob Baker and I at 24 Hour Fitness. But see, things happen, so things can change. But I very much appreciate it, and I love to be a part of a very good organization. So I'm going to go home now and pay my dues for 2013. Thank you very much.
Wow, all these funny people. Bob, how'd you feel about that? 24 Hour Fitness, have you ever been there? Me either. The excitement is not over yet. Now we're going to find out who the Realtor of the Year is. So would John Lundquist, the 2011 Realtor of the Year for CCAR, who is sneaking up behind me, come on down.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Avis. The thing that makes this award so special is the caliber of people who have received this award in the past. Before we get started, I want to take just a moment to let the past recipients, or ask the past recipients of the Realtor of the Year award to stand to be recognized. Would you do so now? Past Realtors of the Year. Our Realtor of the Year this year has had several careers before joining the real estate community. The skills this individual developed in the jobs have carried over to all benefit of all in CCAR. Organizational skills, people skills, good common sense, these are the hallmark of this year's Realtor of the Year. Those in a willingness to listen to others and to learn in every opportunity have served this individual and the community and our real estate community well. This year's honoree never seems to have met a stranger. Her, now you know the gender, her genuine interest in others is evident when she talks with her clients or at the butcher or at the grocery store. Of course, it's rather unnerving for her husband to discover she's on a first-name basis with every shop owner and clerk at Stonebriar Mall, but well, that's just who she is. In her early career, she was part of the Apollo Moon Mission Project, serving as personal assistant to the MIT professor responsible for navigation systems. She has a certificate from MIT's Draper Labs commemorating her participation in that historic event. Later, at EDS, she was given tasks of increasing importance by Ross Perot himself. Initially, she was responsible for the organization of many important company meetings, including those in which Wall Street analysts were given inside looks at EDS's operations. One of the vendors she dealt with later started her own very successful company and told our honoree later that she used her as a role model. "You're demanding, but fair," was the comment. Ultimately, Ross asked her to start and run a division within EDS to purchase General Motors automobiles for their worldwide operations, a position which served the needs of tens of thousands of employees. Her college degree was in early childhood education, so on moving to Houston, she was pleased to find an opportunity to use that knowledge as an elementary school teacher in the Houston school system. There, she had a truly significant impact on many little lives. Many of the children were from broken homes or dysfunctional families, and there were times at the end of the day when a little one would just clutch her skirt and ask her to take them home. There's much more to teaching than conveying lesson material and wiping runny noses. You do remember a great teacher all your life. Her realtor service includes a variety of committee assignments and graduation from TRLP. She has moved up at the leadership channel at CCAR, and she serves at TAR on the Membership Benefits Committee and at the director level. Organizational skills, people skills, and good common sense. That describes Meredith Held to a T. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Collin County Association of Realtors Realtor of the Year Award, Meredith Held. Meredith, please come forward. And Jean, would you come on up too? I'm going to wait till Jean gets here. Okay? Congratulations. Here's something. You didn't look in the book and discover who it was?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
All right.
I was worried about what I was supposed to be doing.
I'm wondering if Meredith knew, because it's right up here in the book. She had easy access to it the whole time.
It's the honor system.
She's quite surprised. We have a plaque here for permanent residency in your office, and so with that, we also have one of these hard to get Realtor of the Year pins, and so I'm going to give that to Gene and ask him, would you pin it on Meredith's lapel at this time, please?
You knew.
Yeah.
Can you get it? Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Please join me in welcoming and thanking Meredith Hill. Say a word, yeah. Just say thank you.
I'm stunned, I'm honored, I'm humbled, and I thank you so much. And I will say that my early childhood education and psychology majors really help out in the real estate business.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Meredith. They're going to do the Kodak thing over here. And while they're doing that, I will remind you that at the end of the proceedings, we're going to draw for those 5 baskets that you've been leaving and buying raffle tickets for, right? And just so you know, everything in each basket has a value of at least, if not more than, $200. The shopping spree contains gift cards to a bunch of retail stores. The Work Hard, Play Hard basket has gift cards to Lowe's, Best Buy, the theater, and other places. Dine Out has gift cards to some of the best restaurants around. The luxury basket offers, wow, more than $4,000 worth of gift cards and services to spas and restaurants. And, of course, we're drawing for a dinner for 10 prepared in your home by members of the Plano Fire Department. Now, ladies, I don't know, but $20 for 20 chances for people from the fire department to come to your home? Okay, I'm just not going to say anything else. Y'all can figure that one out, I hope. So in a minute, we're going to get Leslie up here to give her the end of the year report, and this would be a great opportunity for you to go buy more raffle tickets while she's talking. No, I didn't say that. You can purchase your raffle tickets at any time throughout the event. Remember, 1 for $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $20, and of course, don't forget the silent auction. And so now, where is she? Leslie, 2012 Collin County Association of Realtors President. Come on down.
Thank you, Avis. Good afternoon, fellow Realtors and guests. I have a lot of people to thank because I couldn't have done what I've done this year without a lot of great people. I know we recognized the staff a little while ago, but I can't thank them enough. So with the CCAR staff, please stand again and be recognized. Thank you. As you know, it takes a lot of people to get here and a lot of people to keep doing the things that I do with the involvement that I have at all different levels of our industry. And I couldn't do it without my husband, Brian. Would you stand? Stand up. What'd you say? He is also a realtor, and as many of you know, we met at Ebby Halliday Training Class 1984, and he's a farm and ranch broker, and I do the residential with the kids. So without them, I couldn't do all that I do. So thank you for being my #1 supporter. I really appreciate it. Well, this year we had a lot of new things. And like I said, we have a lot of thanks to give. One thing that's new this year that's pretty darn exciting, I think, are the Young Professionals Network. If you're in the Young Professionals Network, that means you're probably under 40. Would you please stand? And thanks to all of you, the Young Professionals Network is a national organization through the National Association of Realtors, and Nick Klein chaired it this year with Stephanie Allen as vice chair, so thank you both for stepping out and trying something new, and it's been very successful, so thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize John Butcher and Tristan Sherrill for all of their hard work with TreePack, and We Made Goal. And they pretty much knew if they didn't make goal, they didn't want to see me. Anyway, another special thanks to Marvin Jolly, our Government Affairs Chair with Doug Reese. Are you here? I know Marvin's here. I don't know if Doug is here. Thank you both very much for all of your hard work. And I got to give another big thank you to Dan Hunt. What a great job he does every year for our TreePack Golf Tournament. Don't give it up, buddy. It's been great and a huge success. So keep on doing it. Also want to recognize, I think Randall Shin is here somewhere for the Shindig. You've got a great last name, got to tell you. The Shindig has been a great event for TreePack too, so thanks Randall for opening up your ranch for that. We also, as the Collin County Association of Realtors, received the Government Affairs Outstanding Achievement Award this year from the Texas Association of Realtors, which was pretty darn awesome. So really proud of all of you that have been a part of that award, and I know there are a lot of people in this room who have. Then we were also awarded by Governor Perry. He awarded our association with special recognition with an award in honor of all of our government affairs efforts. So thank you so much to all of you for that. And I also want to give a special thanks to David Allen Cox and Bob Baker, our trustees for TreePack. They've done a great job as well. And while I'm at it, how many of you have responded to your call for action? Well, good. I'm glad to see this room is full of them. Would you please go back to your offices and make sure that they do the same? Mortgage interest deduction is on the table, and it will make a difference in your business if it's eliminated. So please go back, open up the email, click on Take Action, and submit it. That's how easy it is. So please share that with your fellow realtors. Some of the new things that were implemented this year: Coffee with the President, which occurred at 8:30 before our Board of Directors meetings, where you can sit and talk to the President and tell me what you like and what you don't like about CCAR and how we can serve you better. And then, of course, you're always welcome to stay for the Board of Directors meeting as well as a guest, so feel free to join us with that. Also, we started the Collin County Kudos, was just a way to toot each other's horns since we're all not so good at doing that ourselves. Another thing was the dashboard, and that's just to give our members an idea of what takes place at our Board of Directors meetings that would affect their business, as well as what's going on in all of our departments at CCAR. This is a great way for managers to share with their agents at office meetings, either at the office meeting, in their mailbox, email, whatever it may be, but to keep you all abreast of what's going on at your association. We also started a Past Presidents Appreciation Lunch and CCAR update that was recently held at Glen Eagles Country Club, and we reintroduced the Board of Directors liaisons to our committees. Our officers tried to attend every one of the networking meetings, of which we have several, so thank you, officers, for making that effort. And we now have our Realtor of the Year and Affiliate of the Year pictures hanging in the front entry of CCAR with our officers, as they should be. 2 task forces were created this year, and Gerald Vokalek did such a great job with the first one on Board of Directors composition that I just decided I'd just use him up again, so he might be good for a while, but he's still in process with the committee structure review. But thank you, Gerald, for all your hard work, and what a great job you do as a chair. A lady who has made an amazing difference, who's been through a very difficult year, but was there every moment that she could be. Sherry Lowry, would you please stand, our parliamentarian? Thank you. You know, we always strive to have a balanced budget, but this year we really exceeded our expectations in a very good way. I'd like to thank the Budget and Finance Committee, but a really special thank you to 2 really important people. Mary Leidy, our CEO, and Steve Haid, our COO. You know, we all joke around and say that Mary raised us because she grew up at CCAR, so she's probably been here as long as anybody, but she had never been our permanent CEO. Well, she is now, and we couldn't be more proud. Mary, would you please stand to be recognized as we thank you for your tireless efforts on behalf of our members. Thank you. Well, things are looking up, so we felt it was time to hire a financial advisor, and we did, and that's been working out really well. Another special thanks to Mike Brody and Charles McMillan for always being there for their advice and willingness whenever I needed it. I couldn't have had a great year without a great team, so I'd really like to thank our board of directors, Meredith, Marvin, Mal, and our newest member of the executive committee, Matt Hilton. Thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure to work with all of you. As we all know, a really great man passed away last week, Zig Ziglar, and I love to close meetings with quotes. And one of the quotes that Zig gave that I love, if I can say it without being a tongue twister here, is, "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your attitude." So hopefully I did that right, but I probably wrote it wrong and can't read my handwriting, which is normal. But anyway, I truly want to thank all of you for the honor and privilege to serve you. It's great leaders like we have in this room that make this association, and I am greatly honored to be a part of it. Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to honor two special individuals who played an important part in making 2012 a great year for our association. As many of you know, the Distinguished Service Award recipients are selected by the President and recognize Realtor members for distinguished service during the President's term. I now have an opportunity to recognize two great people who made a difference for me this year. Our first Distinguished Service Award winner recipient is someone who took on a big challenge this year to make a really big difference in our association. They started something new. This person is young. They're a lot younger than I am. It's someone who took a big chance in a big way, but their efforts are paying off for our members. Please help me honor our inaugural chair of the Young Professionals Network, Nick Klein.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, let's do a picture. And by the way, at the NAR Leadership Summit in August in Chicago, he was a shining star for YPN, and he's from the Collin County Association of Realtors, so thank you for what you've done. The next Distinguished Award winner award goes to someone who's always there when you need them, and it doesn't matter what you need them for, they'll be there. When you ask this person to get something done, not only will they meet your expectations, in most cases they will exceed your expectations. I was a TREPAC trustee for 4 years, and I know the sacrifice that you make on behalf of your association to serve at that level. And speaking from my own experience, I can say that there really isn't another position at CCAR that's more time-consuming and takes time away from your business as being a TREPAC trustee can do. It's my pleasure to give the Distinguished Service Award to David Allen Cox.
Oh my God.
You had no idea, did you?
No.
Congratulations, Nick and David. And now, at this time, I have the honor to award one of our association's most coveted awards. The Lifetime Achievement Award was created in 2009 to award individuals who have gone above and beyond to serve CCAR over their real estate careers. This is not an annual award, rather it is only presented by the Realtor of the Year Committee when they deem it appropriate. It is my pleasure to award the Lifetime Achievement Award to an individual who has been a member of our great association for 35 years. Our recipient has been a broker for more than 30 years and is a certified real estate instructor. This individual has been active throughout their career at the local, state, and national levels. In the past, our award winner has been named CCAR Realtor of the Year, Women's Council Entrepreneur of the Year. In addition, this person has served as president of the Collin County Association of Realtors, the Collin County Women's Council of Realtors chapter, and if that wasn't enough, last year, our award winner received one of Texas Association of Realtors' highest honors, the Distinguished Service Award. Please join me in congratulating CCAR's newest Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Mr. Bob Baker.
Oh my gosh, the group.
Well, come on up.
My daughters, my son, his wife, John Robert, Brittany, Jennifer, you okay? Oh my God. To get them to come, wow. And of course, Elizabeth, we knew the trouble she was getting into when we got married, 45th wedding anniversary 2 weeks ago. 45 years.
Let me get out of the way. So you can help.
I've been in the business a year when we got married. She knew better.
Didn't help.
Goes to Elizabeth, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Congratulations to all of our award winners, and thank you all for a great year. Avis.
Bobby Baker. Wow. Don't fall down, Bob. It would be bad form. Congratulations. Let's all give Leslie a hand. She did a great job, didn't she, this year? Congratulations to Nick and David as well. How cool. Yeah. Now we're going to, I have the privilege of installing the 2013 Board of Directors and appointees. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to call your names, do my best to say your name right, and you're going to come right down here and do a little swearing, and then we'll be done with that part. So please join me, if you would. The newly elected directors, Shelley Baggett. Did I say that right? Shelley. Woohoo, baby. Richard Fricks. I'm going to kind of move it along, okay? Lisa Kuiper. Is Lisa here? Is Richard coming? Okay. Rodney Rowan. Come on, Rodney. I saw you earlier. I know you're here. Sylvia Seabolt. I saw you too. Gerald Vokalek. Come on. Just come on. Nobody likes Gerald. Okay, no applause for Gerald. I like that. Whatever. Lee Warren. Yeah. The returning directors who need to come up and also participate. Bobby Braco. Did I say that right? Bobby. Tom Branch. Stacy Bittner. John Butcher. Melissa Haley. Are y'all coming? Doug Reese. And Randall Shin. And the appointed independent broker network directors are Donna Thomas and oh boy, this is going to be fun. Frida Schmiedel? Somebody, come on down, Frida, whatever your name is. Like that. I've always said that I had the opportunity to screw up anybody's name since my name was Wukash. Now, once you're all here, you need to turn around and face me for the swearing part. And then y'all can turn back around. Is everybody here? Anybody working their way here? Are you the person that I messed up? Okay, good. Just want to be sure that I knew that. Be sure I had that right. Good. Oh, got more people. I'm sorry. Didn't realize I got a whole bunch more names. What happened here? Like a zillion names. Okay, so some more people are going to come. Lori Arnold, Don Dahlberg, Bill Jordan, Betty Misko, and Janice Moore. Y'all come too. Y'all can turn around and watch this. You don't have to have your hiney that way this right now. Presidential appointees, Bobby Baker, Mike Brody, Virginia Cook, Rhonda Cowley, and Jeanette Edwards, and Tanya Endicott, Nick Klein, Sherry Lowry, Charles McMillan, and Kelly Milligan. If you heard your name, head this way. Okay? And TAR Region 4 Vice Presidents Olin J. and Larry Milson. And I've already got Mike Brody here. Lifetime Directors, Virginia Cook, Mike Brody, Charles McMillan. Is everybody here now that I've said all these names? Good night, nurses. There's a lot of people. Look at all this. Do y'all all vote? Wow. Takes a village. Wow, it's like Congress or something. Look at all these people. Oh, okay. Well, I would think you'd say that, after all. TRLP graduate. Okay, now turn around. Let's do this. The members of the Collin County Association of Realtors have chosen you to serve in leadership positions in this coming year, 2013. They have placed their trust in you to make decisions on their behalf, not in your personal best interest, not in your company's best interest, but in their best interest. I want you to be aware of their needs and listen to their wishes. Please raise your right hand. Oh, good, they all got the right one. It is your responsibility to lead and guide for the benefit of all. Do you accept this responsibility? And your answer is, I do, if you do. I do. Great. I further charge that your duties, as they are directed by your bylaws, be carried out in a professional and honorable manner. Do you so subscribe? I do. By the authority conferred upon me, I proclaim each of you officially installed. You can put your hand down, you can turn around. Ladies and gentlemen, your new directors and appointees. Okay, you guys can all go sit down except for Virginia Cook. So Virginia, come on up. You're fixing to install, that'd be a Texas friend, fixing to install the 2013 officers.
Avis don't go away because Mike Brody doesn't know his left from his right. And he raised his left hand. I think he needs to do it over. You know, here's a guy that's aspiring to be the NAR president. Now, I don't know how many of us will be alive when that takes place. I really don't. But we wish him well. He's a great leader. And as far as the hand, left or right, you figure it out for yourself. You know the guy. Okay, now if Avis hasn't goofed up the podium manual, I will do my job. But one of the things that I love about Collin County, they must be on the tightest budget. They have the new financial guru that has joined the team. He's going to really watch the pennies and dollars and hold a tight rein on those on the monies. But they only made one podium manual. And I called, I said, can we get at least can you email me a piece of it? No, we only made one. And I said, well, with Avis ahead of me, there is no way I'm going to start on the right page. It's not possible, but I'm going to try. So it's my job to ask the 2012 officers to stand and one last time be recognized for your exemplary leadership in 2012. President Leslie Ruta Smith, President-elect Meredith Held, Secretary-Treasurer Marvin Jolly, and the immediate past president, Mal Smith. Let's give them a round of applause as we retire their position of 2012. Thank you guys very, very much. You put your heart and soul in what you did. You helped the members really be able to do better business as a result of your efforts. You certainly did a super job with Tree Pack last year and broke all records. So congratulations. Leslie, you took it to the limit. You're a good girl. I hope you're not related to Mike Brody. That's all I hope. Okay, now I'm going to install the officers with the exception of Meredith, and I will do her separately. So I'm going to ask Marvin Jolly to come to the stage, President-elect, Secretary-Treasurer Matt Hilton also to come to the stage, and immediate past President Leslie Ruta Smith. I tell you, these women coming on the stage had some pretty groovy shoes. Did y'all notice?
Not me.
I mean, Ruth, that played our piano, was absolutely smoking hot. So I don't know where she got them, but we need to find out the vendor quick, because I wear size 6.5, so if anybody sees them, I'll reimburse you if it's under, $29. Okay. The members of Collin County, as we all know, because we've been through this rodeo before, have chosen you to serve in leadership roles of the positions that I have just called. They have placed their trust in you. I mean, they believe that you will do the right thing. They don't think you will, they know you will. And that you will not put your personal interests, and I love what Ava said, those of your company. But Meredith, if you want to put Virginia Cook Realtors, that's good. No. Now, they believe and know that you'll put every member's interest at the foremost of all the decisions that you make and make sure that it will help them grow their business and be very successful. So you will be always aware of the members' needs. So if you'll please raise your right hand. Okay. It is your responsibility to lead and guide for the benefit of all. Do you accept this responsibility? And you better know the answer.
Yes.
Well, it says I do. Does that make a difference?
I do.
It's easy. I further charge that your duties, as they are directed by your bylaws, are carried out professionally in a very honorable manner. Do you so subscribe? And you'll say, I do.
I do.
Okay? By the authority that has been given to me today, I hereby proclaim each of you installed in the position that you have been called to. So please lower your hand, and ladies and gentlemen, give them a resounding round of applause. Okay. The party's not over, but you can be seated. And I tell you this, we missed an opportunity with this chorus line up here. We could have gotten those high kicks out, girls. I mean, I thought she was leading up to something, and then she did the same thing she always does, a beautiful job on installation. One more time, give Avis a round of applause. John Lundquist did a great, great job, Meredith, in explaining to the team today all the things that you have achieved. But there were a couple of points that he missed, and I talked to Jean about it. And I said, Jean, how do you think your life, I have a couple of questions. How do you think your life is going to change in 2013? And I'm not going to embarrass Meredith and ask her, because she's going to say, he's very supportive. He's always there for me. If I'm late home, it's okay. He's sweeter than sugar. He gives me a hug and tucks in a kiss here and there. That isn't what Jean said. What Jean said is, on my speed dial, Virginia, I have Chinese food, I have chicken, I have steak, and I have hamburgers. I said, you are brilliant. You better have it on speed dial, because she's not going to cook a meal for a year. The second thing he said, I said, what is the best thing that you could say about Meredith? What is the best thing you could say about Meredith? And he said, she's my girl. And he said, let me tell you also about our other two girls. They have two daughters, Stephanie and Heather. One is a physicist, and the other, I think, is in speech therapy. And he says she has been a wonderful mother. If she is as good a president as she has been mother and wife, the members will benefit beautifully. And that is a case that we expect and we know will take place. So if you'll come forward, Meredith, and do you want Jean to stand by your side as you're installed? It's a yes or no answer. Okay, Jean. Now, Jean, while you're up here, the Virginia Cook Company, in honoring her with a little love gift for her Realtor of the Year honor, we selected Tiffany's. How many of you guys know about Tiffany's? You better. Every hand better be up. Now, that gift Meredith thinks is for her, but really it's a reminder of what Meredith loves. When she does something great, gets a little bit stressed out, Jean, you need to run to Tiffany's and get it together. And you need to bring that box home. You will get more hugs and kisses than you ever thought about. Okay, so let's go. Come stand a little bit closer. Yeah, just a little bit. Meredith, the members of the Collin County Association of Realtors have chosen you to serve as their president for the year of 2013. Your duties as chief officer will be time-consuming and challenging and will require from you a great deal of patience. A big word in leadership is patience, tact, and wisdom. Representing the members of CCAR in your profession, the community, and the association will be your major and primary responsibility. Please raise your hand. I have read the challenge to you. Do you accept the responsibilities as I have read them? And if you do, you'll say, I do.
I do.
And Jean, in case she doesn't, you'll see that she does it, right? Okay. Okay. Do you also vow to uphold and enforce the bylaws of Collin County Association of Realtors? And you'll say, I do.
I do.
And another thing I want to add, and I want you to keep your hand up, will you always know that may the code be with you, because that's the Baker rule of Collin County. May the code be with you. And you'll answer, I do.
I do.
Okay. By the power that is given me today, and with the greatest pleasure that I've had in a very long time, I say to you, congratulations as president of the Collin County Association, and ask all of you to stand and give her a resounding round of applause. Meredith, I'm going to pin the president's pin on you. I hope it came from Tiffany's, but in case it doesn't, Jean will take care of that. If I can get this unscrewed, this is the craziest thing. Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, let's see. Boy, you're getting quite a lapel of honors here. Wow.
Thank you, Virginia.
Yeah. Well, this could go on for a week. I got it, though. Yay.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Thank
We're
you
very
so
proud of you.
much. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're doing the gavel. Doing the gavel.
Turn the page just a minute. You know, turn the page. I have blonde hair. I don't always turn the page on time.
I did turn the page.
Okay.
We're right there.
Okay.
So I think we're good.
So I'm going to call Mary Lighty. Yeah. Okay. Mary, if you will come forward and present the gavel, and I see all the past presidents making the traditional chorus line, we'll pass the gavel to the new president.
Thank you, Virginia.
All right. We're back again, Lighty style. Everybody remember how to do that? I'm going to introduce the past presidents and the year of their presidency. Where's Early B? Because I know he always likes to start the party down there. There he is. 1968, Early B. Milstead. 1980, oh, we're going to skip a few years because a few people aren't here. Just in case you think, whoa, what happened? Early B served a whole lot of years, did he? 1980, Mike Brody. 1983, J.C. Posey. 1990, Ivy Bolin. 1991, Kelly Davis. 1992, Betty Misko. 1993, Joe Martins. 1998, Charlie Clark. 2000, Amarette Kane. 2002, Sherry Lowry. 2004, John Applegate. 2005, Gerald Vokalek. 2007, Bob Baker. 2009, Dan Robertson. 2010, Olin J. 2011, Mal Smith. And 2012, Leslie Ruta Smith. Yay! Okay. What did I forget, Olin? The checks. Where are the checks? No checks. Thank you all. Meredith, you're next.
Thank you, Leslie, and all of CCAR's past presidents. And Leslie, you need to come forward, please. Leslie, please accept these gifts on behalf of CCAR and the Installation Task Force in appreciation for your service and all you've done for CCAR. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Meredith. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I'm just going to take a few more minutes of your time. I know that everybody has someplace to be, and I respect that. I respect you being here now. I thank you so much for your support and being here. I'm looking forward to being your president of Collin County Association of Realtors. However, when I took that oath, I didn't know that patience was one of them. That's not my strong suit. Ask my husband. I was like 5 months pregnant, and I was like, I got this part down. Can we move on? So anyway, it's just not my strong suit. But before giving you a brief, and I underscore brief, overview of what I hope we will accomplish next year as a village working together, there are a few people I'd like to recognize. My installation task force, please stand as I call your names. Sally Bartz, Sissy Case, Charlie Clark, who very graciously agreed to give her time again this year to be the chair of that task force. David Allen Cox, Jeanette Edwards, Krista Horniak, Lisa Kuiper, John Lundquist, Peg McBrayer, Mary Nelson, Tristan Sherrill, Donna Fernandez, who again took the reins for organizing this. I don't know if anybody actually realizes how much time it takes to put this together, but Jonna's an ace at it. She's the expert, and now we've got Krista helping her out. But Jonna, thank you so much for your time. And the CCAR staff, yeah, we'll applaud them, and you may sit. But there were 4 people on the CCAR staff who actually took plain papier-mâché houses, the things that are your centerpieces, took them home, decorated them with the most incredible skill I've ever seen, and those people are, please stand, Jan Flynn, Elaine Goodlow, Terry Richter, and Sandy Williams. You guys are so amazing. I had no idea how labor-intensive this little theme was going to be, but thank you so much. And I also want to thank Ruth Darling with Lawyer's Title for providing that fabulous before our lunch music, and David Allen Cox with Janelle McGrath, Realtors, for his lending his fabulous musical expertise to this. Thank you so much. A few more thank yous. Craig Perry, he encouraged me to interview for the our board of directors position a few years ago. I was right out of TRLP Class 1. And as they say, the rest is history. Craig, thank you so much for your confidence in me. I really appreciate your friendship. Bob Baker, who without even knowing it was a fantastic mentor to me, telling me as a new director where I needed to be, what I needed to do, meetings I should attend, and where I should be involved. Bob, Thank you so much for your guidance. Pete Kerrigan, another person who for many years thought I could do this job. Words of encouragement along the way. And Pete, I will do everything I can to prove you right that I'm fit for this job. Thank you so much. Sissy Case, who stood by me as my friend, mentor, and educator. Sissy, I value your friendship beyond words. And lastly, but certainly not least, my family. My daughters couldn't be here today. Heather is in Tampa, Florida. She has her PhD in physiology, and she's teaching 2 classes also at a community college there in its finals time. So she's being the professor and giving exams. She couldn't be here. My other daughter is a speech-language pathologist. She's in Austin, but this is her last day at her old job. And Monday, Avis, she starts as a speech-language pathologist in Round Rock ISD. So, but both of them believed in me, encouraged me. And then there's my fabulous husband, who can keep a secret. I did not know that. Wow. Fabulous husband of 32 years who stood by me and been just an incredible support. I couldn't do what I do without you. I wasn't going to cry. Jean, I love you very much, and thank you so much for your unwavering faith in me. And now on to just a few words about what I want to say about where I see us going in the next year. We're blessed with a wealth of support from driven members in this association, and I believe we can accomplish great things in the coming year. Our main focus in the next year will be on the strategic plan. Many of you as chairs and vice chairs of committees have already started on this project, a project in this area of the strategic plan. The task at hand is for you to decide which portions of the strategic plan apply to your committee, and to devise action items to be completed in 2013. And I'm underlining action items. These are things, you know, a strategic plan is just words on a page until you actually implement it. So we're going to look for actions, things that we can do to follow our strat plan in 2013. It truly takes a village, all of us working together to accomplish great goals. And a great plan needs great people to support it. Another area where we need emphasis is within the community. Each and every one of us should be an ambassador for our association. People in every city we serve should know that the Collin County Association of Realtors is their resource for anything related to real estate, whether it's housing prices, marketing conditions, upcoming legislation, anything that has to do with real estate. We should be those ambassadors and let them know what fabulous resources we are. And then speaking of legislation, in unity there's strength. Our greatest strength is fighting legislation that could be detrimental to our livelihoods and the housing market. TREPAC fills that void. So please, Leslie, I'm on your team, give to TREPAC. It's absolutely essential. There are many things coming up that could seriously hurt the housing industry, and without those dollars, we don't have a voice. And I've told my clients, as things seem to take forever to get to the closing table, that it takes a village to have a closing. Every moving part of the transaction must fit with the others to be successful. The same is true of our association and our business. We must all work together, united for the same causes to ensure success. The whole definitely is greater than the sum of its parts. And in closing, I just want to quote Henry Ford, who said, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success." I look forward to serving as your president in 2013. Please contact me should you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions as we go through the year. I'm honored and humbled to be in this position, and I thank you so much for your support.
Meredith, thanks. I know everybody is looking forward to 2013 and all the fun and exciting stuff you're going to put together. Let's give Virginia Cook a big hand for her installing the officers. Also, since I messed up the podium agenda, I was going to tell you that when I sat down, this fine group of your village advertisers, the Toll Brothers group, leaned over and said, you didn't tell all of those people that you called up there, all of the directors and all of the appointees that stood up in the chorus line, that these little bags are for you. So thank Toll Brothers and come and get your little bag when you get ready to go. So thank you, Toll Brothers, again for being a village advertiser for this event. Oh, we're getting ready, huh? We also want to, one more time, say congratulations to all of our award winners. Let's do that right now. So, is there any more time to buy any more raffles, or that's it? It's closed. So if you messed up, then you better be bidding on the thing on your table, because we're expecting everybody to have pulled out the checkbook on this deal, right? Right. So pull out your little blue tickets, and we're going to draw and see who won, right? You're coming up here one at a time. Is that what we're doing? Which is this? The shopping spree. Now, do you have to be present to win? What's the rule? Okay, so I call a number, and you're in the restroom, you're passed out drunk, or you left. You cannot win. You have to be here and conscious. So you ready? Dum da da da. 5, 8, 6, 7, 8, 7. 5, 8, 6, 7, 8, 7. Woo! Yay! Woohoo! You got it? Okay. So what's the next one? Drum roll. Dun, da, da, da. Work hard, play hard. This was the one that concerned me because it had Lowe's and Home Depot and all those things. 5, 8, 6, 9, 9, 9. 999. What's up with this side? Are the winners all over here? Dine out. All the restaurants. It needs to be somebody from this side of the room, right? In the back. So they have to walk a long way. 587-063. 587-063. Well, at least it was the back of the room, right? Woohoo! Ew, the luxury. Woohoo! The luxury. This is $4,000 worth of stuff, right? Yeah. Somebody could have gotten this for $1 if they just bought one ticket. Oh, it had to be 5. Oh, okay, good. Nothing for $1. I like that. 537-159. Yes. Okay. This is the firefighters. I think it's really going to be funny if it's a guy. I just thought I'd say that. Yeah. What if it's Bob Baker? I mean, just think about it. He's gone. He's outside with his family, I'm sure. 587-185. 587-185. It's a guy, and he's not willing to admit it. I love that. Golly, you guys need to give him an award. I can tell you. That's funny. Collin County Association wants to thank all of you for being here, for giving to the raffle. I believe we're going to have some more people come up in a minute. And I wanted to tell you, I thank you for the opportunity. I love to come home to Collin County. You guys know I grew up here. My dad was the 1964 president of the Collin County Association. He's no longer with us. And of course, my sister was up here in one of the purple outfits as the 2000 president. And I thought of something this morning as I was thinking about what she might be wearing and what I was wearing. And I thought, well, she could be wearing a pencil skirt, which means I'd be wearing a jumbo Sharpie skirt. And anyway, thanks for the opportunity to be here. And we're going to recognize Meredith again. I think she wants to come up and say some closing remarks.
I will make this really quick, but Avis, don't run away yet. From the Collin County Association of Realtors and me, I thank you so much for being here. You are an outstanding mistress of ceremonies. I could not have asked for better, and I just love you. Thank you so much.
You're awesome. Let me know what I can do for you.
Thank you.
Me or you? Who closes this down? We're done. Oh, on behalf of the Collin County Association of Realtors, the officers and directors, and the installation task force, thank you for being here.